never know. You never know. Dame Dash going through some financial hardships and health issues. Hold on. That happened to 50 Cent too. He went through bankruptcy. The Game went through bankruptcy. Young Buck went through bankruptcy. You know what I mean? You never know. Yo, money. Child support, spousal support. They want that money, man. Or you gonna end up in jail. not a game out here. It's not a game. I'm serious. Mm.
Yo, can I be real with y'all about something real quick? Yeah, for sure. Go ahead, bro. Does the sun ever like piss y'all off a little bit?
Yes,
bro.
yes,
Every day,
I
all the
hate
time.
that dude.
It's the
Mike Tyson in an exhibition. Let's talk about that in this video. Petty, 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 and overly competitive. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to try to show up Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul. That is the reason that that man is going to risk his jaw against Iron Mike Tyson. Now, before I get into the details of this and we discuss this, and please leave your comments in the comment section. I'm going to do my best to get to people in the comment section. Please let me say thank you so much for coming to watch this video. If you're new, if you're a long time person that's come around a lot of times, good to speak with you again. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos like this, because it's a really great way to help the channel out. And I greatly appreciate it every time somebody does it. But let's get into this, because it was announced that Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. are going to be fighting one another in an exhibition match in 2026. As of the time of this video, there is no date set for the fight or exhibition, and there is no venue set for the exhibition. All we know at present is that the two have signed and agreed to have an exhibition. We don't know what the rules are, don't know the number of rounds, don't know any of that. However, we just know that the two have agreed to fight one another, right? So obviously a lot of the conversation is going to go on in the boxing world. It's going to be about this being another exhibition, right? Another time where one of the biggest things that are taking place in the sport of boxing are not going to be actual competitive fights for championship belts, that they're going to be sideshow attractions and exhibitions, right? Like, if you're giving an exhibition of boxing, you would think that people would really like to see the boxing instead of just somebody giving an exhibition of boxing, right? That's what you'd think, but not in today's dating age where everything is so personality driven, where there's so like social media is inundated with like everybody and their mama trying to be stars and thinking that they're really, really big time people because hey, they all got followings, right? Like, for example, I have a following, something that would have probably never have happened if this was 1987, 1995, even as early as 2000. It started changing in 2002, 2003. The social media age when it really, really kicked off. So now that there's so many celebrities and so many people that are known, where you can get somebody and they can sell tickets to events, that's what kicked off the social media influence boxing that Jake Paul was birthed from. Now we're in a vacuum. So there's going to be a lot of conversation about that and continuing to do that. In this particular video, though, I want to get into the mind of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and why Floyd Mayweather Jr. would do this. There is the money, but there's also the competitive nature of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and him not wanting to have other people think that they're a bigger star than he is. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has not been able to really launch his star outside of the sport of boxing, so he continues to do exhibitions. Now, what I think is that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is announced it at this point in time with Mike Tyson, and in order to take advantage of the publicity heading into the Gervonta Davis Jake Paul fight, which is, I do believe, set for November. So now that they have all the publicity and all that stuff coming out from that, he's going to piggyback on it and then try to have it in the beginning of next year sometime and actually make it a bigger event than Gervonta versus Jake Paul. And it probably will be. And the reason that I say that is because of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is bigger than Floyd. Let me say Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson's bigger than Floyd Mayweather. I still think his name is bigger than Floyd Mayweather, even though I know Floyd has never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court.
Life. We never know what can happen, man. With your health, you never know. All this stuff out here. Person who criticizes every little thing you do is not your friend. They are not your friend. Um,
made more money in the pay-per-views. And I think that had a lot to do with, again, social media area and otherwise. But the combination of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson, and the question about what is going to happen in that fight is basically the same thing as what's happening to Canelo Alvarez and um, Terrence Crawford, except for that is a live action fight that is a real competitive fight. But the marketing of it is the same thing, and the fact that somebody is going to pay for it is more likely with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and um, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson than it is with even Jake Paul and Gervonta. But I think that it really is an attempt to compete with Gervonta Davis by setting up a bigger fight than Gervonta Davis is having. And I'm going to tell you this something else too. I would not put it past these people, because this has been very well orchestrated. These exhibitions are all connecting, like a group of people have been fighting in these exhibitions for a while now. Introducing Gervonta Davis into that mix, when Gervonta Davis says he only has like 1 or 2 more professional fights left, maybe 3, 4 professional fights left, they could very well be setting up down the road a fight, exhibition fight between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. himself. I would not put it
I
past
already
these
said
guys
that.
to
Or
have built this
Pacquiao.
thing up over over a period of years and aimed it at these moments, which is not it's not something you can fault people for, right? Because hey man, if you can get out there and make a buck on easy exhibitions, hey man, make a buck. The the fact that you see all of these people interconnected, right? Where you see like Logan Paul fight Floyd, um, Mike Tyson fights Roy Jones, Mike Tyson fights Jake Paul, Jake Paul fights Gervonta Davis, Mike Tyson now fights Floyd Mayweather Jr. So I could definitely see a Floyd Mayweather Jr. fights Gervonta Davis in an exhibition, and they do it on Netflix or they do it on Amazon Prime for big time pay-per-views and all of that stuff. That's what I think these guys are aiming at. Very well could be aiming at and setting them stuff out, because look, man, these guys are robbing the bank without a doubt. Floyd Mayweather Jr. for sure has been robbing the bank ever since he fought Conor McGregor. Floyd has been robbing the bank, and he's going to continue to rob the bank until he's probably the age of Mike Tyson at the age of 60, if they can pull it off. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.
Man, we already know. Yeah.
Gervonta doesn't want this fight.
You want that rematch next? It's definitely the one I want next.
It's the fight I want next, but it's not the fight that's going to be next. Tank said they ain't going to give it to you. PBC had a contract for Tank Roach. Tank didn't sign it. Roach knew all along fight ain't going to happen. He was only contractually obligated to have the rematch if Roach win. Roach won that fight. Robbed him of the knockdown. It's a draw. Now they're not contractually obligated. So, why didn't Tank sign the contract?
Devonta Davis, you're being offered 20, 30, 40 million, whatever the number is, and you're getting 7 or 8 to fight Lamont Roach.
Do you remember once upon a time, Gervonta Tank Davis had a contract on the table for like 200 million, 300 million, something crazy like that? 6-fight deal, what happened to it? The PBC split with Showtime, now with Amazon. Gervonta doesn't want to fight you. What else is he going to do? Let me tell you the biggest issue. He had nowhere to go. Where's the... Gervonta doesn't want to fight.
You want that rematch next? It's definitely the one I want next.
It's the fight I want next, but it's not the fight that's going to be next. Tank said they ain't going to give it to him.
Roy Jones Jr. is telling the truth about Floyd Mayweather Jr. Finally, as the two of these incredible fighters have been going back and forth in the media, trading barbs, trading insults. But as people listen and look, one thing that stands out to me is that you guys must have really forgotten how great a fighter Roy Jones Jr. was at his peak. When you look at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s whole career, you see a perfect career, incredible fights, no losses. But what you won't see is any time in his career where he was as good and as dominant at his peak as Roy Jones Jr. was. Roy Jones Jr. was one of the best fighters, pound for pound, #1 fighter in the sport of boxing for over a decade, and he deserves respect for that. Now, specifically about what Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to say and the insult that he had about Muhammad Ali, that's what is at the root of Roy Jones Jr.'s problem with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Because Floyd Mayweather Jr., despite how great he is absolutely positively an egomaniac, seemingly incapable of giving other people their credit. If you can't give credit to Muhammad Ali as being one of the top 5 fighters of your lifetime, Floyd, stop it. You know full well that he is a better fighter than Roberto Duran and that you are just being petty and insulting about the man. And I applaud Roy Jones Jr. for checking Floyd Mayweather on that. And he isn't the first person to check Floyd about that. Mike Tyson said the same thing. Floyd is just an incredibly gifted person in the ring, but outside the ring, I think it's kind of hard to find anybody that's a bigger jackass than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Roy Jones Jr. is telling the truth about Floyd Mayweather.
Wow. Damn. This guy let it be known. I did good this week. I sure did. You can't put your life in a race with other people. Don't even pay attention to them. Get in your own zone. Do what you need to do for yourself and be happy. You see all the people getting put in jail and going bankrupt and the reputation is being ruined. People talk about them personally all the time, saying crazy shit. trying to insult them about everything, especially trying to intimidate them with character flaws that they might have that they can't change. It's always been a ploy. You just gotta either be quiet, fight back, or just let it ride itself out. If somebody say your ass stink, your breath stink, your underarms stink, you're crazy as a motherfucker, you look ugly, you're dumb, you're slow, you're stupid, you're nobody, you never done nothing. Yeah, but you ain't LeBron James, you ain't Magic Johnson, you ain't Michael Jordan, Dr. J, you ain't Ali, you ain't George Foreman, you know. Whoever's the best, they try to name somebody. You ain't Tiger Woods, you know, it just goes on and on. Who's the top 5 best rappers in the world? Who's the best movie star in the world? All that stuff. Everywhere you go is competitiveness with stupidity. Relationships are all about power and control. Same bullshit. Ignore all of it and do you. Just completely ignore it. Some of these people out here are just fucking ignorant. For real. They're just ignorant. Look up the definition of ignorant. And that's what they are.
Bring that smoke. Bring that shit. Think about Rock. Think about Rock. Think about Rock. The Black Mamba. Woo! Catch him. Bring that shit. Bring that smoke. Bring that shit. Think about Rock. Think about Rock. Think about Rock. The Black Mamba. Woo! Catch him. Bring that shit. Bring that smoke. Bring that shit. Think about Rock. And I've never been hit by somebody who have made me say, damn, I'm gonna lose my memory. And I can feel my brain shifting up against my skull. You hear me? Mike Tyson, baby. Mike Tyson. Hey, Mike Tyson. Let's go, baby. Hey, let's go. Oh. Yeah. And the last thing I remember saying was, man, if I get hit with too many more of these shots, I'm not gonna remember anything. I checked out and everything. I had blood on the outer layer of my skull.
So Avondale Kerzitse, the man that called himself the White Mike Tyson.
Tell us what you are.
The 1-2, then the 1-2, doesn't bring the right hand back to the on-guard position.
Are you crazy, man?
I crazy, man. I crazy black man. was a part of the Russian mafia, between New York and Russian cartel, racketeering. He was a murder for hire, so basically like an assassin. He was the casino hack. And I've never been hit by somebody who have made me say, damn, I'm gonna lose my memory.
I want to let y'all know, man, that even though you see Damon Dash lose his eye, he's losing his teeth, he's got child support, he's got alimony to pay, he don't have but $1,000 to his pocket. And he filed for bankruptcy. It could be a ploy, but that child support, excuse me, and the alimony still keeps coming. You got Brittany Renner out here playing with PJ over money issues. Keep living life. I don't know what to do right now. Keep living life. Hard time, hardship.
And I've never been hit by somebody.
I appreciate it, man, being very honest.
Oh, shit. You okay?
A black driver fully cooperated during a pat-down, yet he was still shot by police. Even after the gun went off, the officer who fired showed no guilt at all. This happened in Jacksonville, Florida. Local officers pulled over a car they said had run a red light. The driver was 38-year-old Jason Allerton.
Lower your windows, all of them. What's up, my man? Hey, you got a valid driver's license, proof of insurance, all that good stuff? Hey, you blew that red light.
The light was yellow and turned red when I went out.
It was red when you blew it.
It was yellow.
Okay. Well, I saw it. It was red. So, all right. Well, you got a proof of insurance?
Jason denied running the light, but politely handed over his insurance and registration. While he was looking for his license, Officer Sean noticed the ignition system was damaged. He immediately suspected the car might be stolen, so he stayed cautious while talking to Jason.
Just hang tight. You got any grease in the car? What you got? You got a gun? You do? All right. Where's that? It's on you? Okay. As long as you're cool. No, man. I appreciate your honesty. That's awesome. So you have concealed carry and all that good stuff? No, you don't. All right, you're not a convicted felon, right? Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is, just for my safety, your safety.
Under Florida law, anyone 21 or older can carry a concealed weapon without an extra permit. Jason remained calm and respectful, which made the officers ease up a little. But Sean still followed procedure. He couldn't clear Jason until everything checked out. 2 backup officers soon arrived to assist. That's when things took a strange turn.
Hey, he's very compliant. He does have a pistol on him, so we're gonna take him out from that side, remove the pistol, and we'll go from there. All right?
After Sean explained the situation, Officer Carter, a female cop on the other side, insisted Jason step out of the car to be searched and to have his weapon secured. Jason complied completely.
I appreciate it, man, being very honest.
Oh, shit. You okay? Put the gun down.
Go down.
You okay?
You got shot in the leg.
But during the process, he was shot in the thigh because Officer Carter mishandled his gun. From her body cam view, the mistake is clear. Her disarming technique was rough and unprofessional. She yanked the weapon outward so hard that the trigger was pulled, causing it to fire and strike Jason in the leg. Officers quickly moved him to the roadside and gave first aid.
I appreciate it, man, being very honest.
Oh, you're all right. Oh, shit. You okay?
A black driver fully cooperated during a pat-down, yet he was still shot by police. Even after the gun went off, the officer who fired showed no guilt at all. This happened in Jacksonville, Florida.
I think it's just meant for us to go through this trap
If you
life.
can't hold a 9 to 5, you can still get paid like you do. How to get the government to give you up to $4,018 every month. For this one, I had a friend tell me about this website where you answer a few questions to see if you qualify. If you can't hold a 9,
If I had to crash out, Charles White and all his supporters.
if you can't hold,
If I had to crash out, Charles White and all his supporters. You know what I told you. I told y'all that nigga ain't changed. But how could I change? You got niggas like that keep kicking me, bro. Instead of coming get with me and help me. I worked with Charles White off the rip. That nigga used to be for the people. Now he for himself. Everything he doing is about putting money in his pocket. I ain't do bad. Don't mess on my money now. I ain't talking down on him or bad on him. I thought everything me and Charles White go do. But my thing is, bro, everything that you stand on and the real principles that you believe in, why you not doing it no more? Because you ain't getting paid for that. You getting paid for letting Aiden Ross touch on your shoulder and other places. So that's where you gonna go. You ain't gonna go back to what you believe in. Them people call me, hey, Woody, we got an interview, we wanna talk to you about Thug. Nope. I ain't letting y'all do that, Thug. That brother is hurting right now. Despite everything. Yeah, we did to him what they did to us. Okay, nothing. Now you know how it feels. Y'all stop. Stop. Because everybody can't deal with that pressure. Everybody can't deal with that pressure. And everybody don't know how they react to that pressure. Thug was hurting before all this came out. That's why this was able to come out. You looked at Thug on these videos, he went himself. He had to better his conscience. And we don't know he better on his conscience.
And covering his face.
Yeah. Because he's better on his conscience, though. Let me tell you something about the mind, bro. When you guilty, bro, that mind eat you up. You hear me? When you guilty, that mind eat you up.
Nobody looking.
So we got to stop doing it to Thug now. He understand. You know what I mean? He know better than them. We don't care. We ain't no better than those people who have hurted us if we choose to hurt the next man.
Just keep going.
When you know better, you got to do it. If I had to crash out, Charles White and all his supporters, you know what I'm saying? I told you. I told y'all that nigga ain't changed. But how could I change? You got niggas like that keep kicking me, bro. Instead of coming get with me and help me. I worked with Charles White off the rip. That nigga used to...
It's all about this trap street. You know, everything I hear. Let's see. Dang. Dash. Damon Dash files for bankruptcy while $25 million in debt. 1 day ago, Damon Dash owes money in unpaid taxes, child support, legal judgments, and more as financial struggles continue. You know? That's real. All that shit talking, and it came down to this. Came down to this. And Jay-Z ain't helping. Supposed to be his boy, right? Let's see. Look at this shit.
show and save. Flex your credits, electricity plan from the line.
We've been talking all day today about people addressing things. Well, Dame Dash has finally broke his silence on the issues with his teeth.
Cam has been talking a lot. Sometimes it's complimentary, but a lot of times there's things that I don't think that we should be speaking about publicly. And I can't, he won't, like I haven't called him a lot, but when I did call, he doesn't pick up. You're saying something about the presidency, which is not true. Sitting with people that you used to disrespect daily, at least that's what I used to see, laughing about the fact that you misspoke, not caring about how much damage that caused to Rockefeller, attack my art. So I have to address it. You gave an opinion on my art, I'm gonna give an opinion on yours. Since Rockefeller, I haven't seen you make a hit record coming around, because I think that thing had happened in front of my cousin where, homeboy punched you in your face, and you never had that conversation with me. I had to hear about it through my cousin because you're very non-confrontational. I believe that Sen, who's next to you, is Ihop. Everyone, all your friends, and we all know that you've always been very sensitive and that you are very overreactive. So it's hard to tell you the hard truth. Never cast one plug. I put you in Paid in Full. I put you on Rockefeller. I put you with Larry. Even the best picture you ever took with that cake, I brought you to Fashion Week and had someone take that picture. I was with you on your best interview. The one where you mad, that was you and me that did that. And you called me to make sure that that interview went right. That's why I was there. You tried to. So I don't understand why you're not saying those things. And on another level, why are you not saying that you in your lifetime have never ever seen me struggle? You named one time you ever walked up on me and said Dave needs help. That you saw me with dirty sneakers or a car or living wrong and not having a staff. Name one time you walked.
Yo, it's Big Ed, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Dame Dash has dropped part 2, coming at Cameron again today on the American News Network. And I had a link in the description where you could watch that in the beginning in full. And as there's 2 parts to it, and Canvas went up on the ground and responded multiple times to what he'd been dropping. As he said, he's going to release his full response on Talk with Flea and not the Is What It Is show with Mason baby, because he wants to focus that and direct it over there. And Kevin went up on the gram starting with part 1 yesterday and said, hey, dang, big bro, I thought we was snapping. My bad, sincerely, if you mad, but I'm glad you got that off your chest. But me, emotional, never that. I think you a little emotional, and I get it. Secondly, I'm your real friend, because whoever you around is a whack nigga or niggas for letting you do that interview in that condition. I would have never let you get on camera like that. But my bad, bro, again. You said I don't promote nothing you do. Okay, I got you. All love. And he put up a couple slideshows. He got the brush your teeth song playing in the background. Showed Dame with his teeth falling out. Then he put up the clips of loaded looks from the Calico battle, a classic moment and stuff like that. Then he put up another post yesterday as well of him on the show with his kids and his family. I think that was Growing Up Hip Hop. I can't remember exactly what the name of it was. And he played that clip and said, dang, if this is how you talk to your kids on TV, none of us have a chance out here for a peaceful combo. And don't change the narrative saying I'm disrespecting your family, because I love your family like I love you. But if you call your kids clowns, what you think of anyone else? You said I work for Revolt. Nah, I license my show to them. The show I own. In this clip, you're working for Wet TV as talent. LOL, how much they gave you to disrespect your family like this? $6,500? This clip is available on YouTube. I didn't have to go far to find it. And he came back today after part 2 dropped. He said, hey, And this is a clip with a talk show with his brothers, speaking with them in a certain type of way. And he said, hey, I don't know your other brother, but Bobby worked his A off. You treat your own family like ish. Sorry to the Dashes. Oh, yeah. And you a talent on here, too. You working for VH1, exploiting your family. And that's responding to Dame, because in a part of this clip, they both 20 minutes long. I didn't get to finish watching the second one and full, but he was talking about Cam being on Revolt, how he's working real hard to be a content creator, saying he's being messy, saying, hey, I was the one that was pushing the boss talk, and hey, man, what are you doing over there working for them? I would have told you to do it on your own. You know how Dame is, bro. He gonna pop it like that. But Cam is just saying, hey, nigga, you done took deals with TV shows and you was working as talent, you know? So they just going back and forth at each other right now. And Dame feels away because Cameron didn't support or post up when he was pushing the stuff with BET. Cam was like, nigga, you the nigga that's always spoke against having your work on a platform like BET in this type of day and age right now when you can do it yourself. But then he was also like, hey, bro, you was mocking me and clowning me, and you was kind of violating me on some sexual stuff with 50 Cent, with the pat stuff when he was tapping my pockets and stuff. So that's why they really, this latest fallout between them is they gonna work it out. Then Dame feels a way about how Cam laughs about the Rockefeller story and the breakup and how it happened. But he is going in right now. Dave is just popping and looking for anything he can get on Cam on. He even put up the clip of Cam doing the Snoop Doggy Dogg song, which is kind of funny the way that Dave was talking about it.
I saw Snoop Dogg on your show, and he said, what's my mother's name? And you sang the girl part. You said, pause. Snoop Doggy Dogg. If no one teased you around you,
what's my mother name?
Snoop Doggy Dogg.
If no one teased you around you for that, then that's like Harlem shit. And if you get mad at the jokes, that's not fair, bro. Stay Harlem about it.
Happened, but he is going in right now. Dave is just popping and looking for anything he can get on Cam on. He even put up the clip of Cam doing the Snoop Doggy Dogg song, which is kind of funny the way that Dave was talking about it.
I saw Snoop Dogg on your show, and he said, what's my mother's name? And you sang the girl part. You said, pause. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
I
think when it comes to work I do through advocacy, oftentimes there is imposter syndrome.
All right,
I often
nigga,
think,
off here.
Say, Jack, that beat all the way with the tone.
Yeah, you always looking for me. Yeah, the trap guy, the rap guy. They're looking at big glasses, please. They're trying to look at me, the trap guy, the rap guy. Provision, perimeter, permission. Looking out the eyes sideways. They call the vision of it staring at me. The trap guy, MC, KOD. Testimonies. I'm about to get it like I'm with it, and they know we gotta get it too, but I've been dead this shit a long time ago. Listen to my flow. All my words making sense, the dollars and the man, I'm out here getting it. Street life, gangster life is all I know. Ain't no other way that we really can go. Going up, sooner than later down. I ain't a clown in these streets. Built for this war, mentality, just come and follow me. That trap guy, the rap guy. Take it in a direction and you'll be straight. Pay attention to my every word. I'm looking at you like this. You ain't gonna never be like me, the trap guy, the rap guy. I'm KOD, testimony. I've been living my life so long, man. It's a war in my mind. It's this pain in my heart. I've been out here from the start, jumping off that porch every day, and I'ma bring you along the way, and you gonna remember my day and my understanding how I just get it. I'm the dopest trappers rapper, just a trapper rapper who jipping, spitting these bars in the off from fucking hard on the street to love me, cause I'm in charge. I'm not your boss, but I'm the leader of this shit. And every time I talk, they tell me continue to spit those bars. Let them know. Show me the stage. I'll show you a show that's sold out. I'm kidding you, man. I'll holler at you.